up guys, I'm joining back with episode 15 of Agrarian Skies. Last episode we mainly focused on blood magic and that was fun, but this episode we're going to focus on something else. Also, before we get into what we're doing this episode, between episodes I did a few things. One of them, just one of them's a really small thing. Yeah, it's just a really small thing. Yeah, I made a moss fire because I needed ender pearls and stuff. So, yeah, it's been collecting. It's got 6 ender pearls, and most of the stuff in here I already had, so I haven't really had it on too much, or well, working too much, but you know, it's probably working, I hope. Alright, so another thing I did in between episodes was just craft a bunch of things. Yeah, if you look in here, go down to the bragging rights. Thermal expansion, I basically try to do as many of these as I could with what the resources I had, and I ended up using all my ender pearls, so you know that's kind of why I built that. Alright, so basically I'm just going to quickly show you how to make these things. Illuminator frame, just silver, silver nuggets, hardened glass, and redstone. Strong box is just this. Oops. Wait, strong box. This is basically how you go on the line of strong boxes. Resonant portable tanks. That's the line for all these. Hardened energy cell is just the leadstone energy cell surrounded by Invar. Then reactor dynamo is dynamo with bronze or tinker's alloy ingots. And compression is just that with tin. Okay, I might have made more, I'm not entirely sure, but that's basically the gist of what I made. Okay, so this episode, I'm going to start out with focusing with two main things. First of all, in the hoarding, you can turn in 100 ice. Now, basically one easy way to do that is just simply by supplying a glacial precipitator with a bunch of water. At least I think, I've never used it. And then basically just have it make ice basically. Which will quickly make this, and boom, there we go, we got our chest. I did end up adding a bunch of quartz to my cutlass. And also, I put auto repair 2 on it. Or well, just auto repair, and it already had repair, so it added 2. Okay, so, like I said, now I kind of want to focus on getting this stuff done. So, right now I'm just going to bring these all the way around. Okay. And then we'll just put that down there, and then let's see here. Let's get the glacial precipitator out. Wait, do we need energy for this? Yeah, we do. Okay, so looks like we're just going to place that down here, and then figure out what we're doing with water. I could try and I'm just gonna put it behind it. Get the aqueous accumulator, and then pretty much just do that basically. And then we also do need to probably, well, we can just do that for outputs for both of these. That'll work. Okay, let me see here. The back is an input and then output there. Then we'll create ice, and now we just need water buckets, which I'm pretty sure I have. So that seems like it's gonna be good for now. Okay, let's see here. Where did I put the water buckets? In here. Nope, that had lava. Okay, so apparently I don't have any buckets. Oh, well, wait, yeah I do. Here it is. Found it. You don't need to worry anymore. I got it. I got it. Except I need to run back and forth, and yeah. Just annoying. Boop. Alright, let's just do like that for now, and then we're also going to have to block up this. Let's do that with cobblestone for now. That seems like that's good. Oh god, I was getting a lag. I was lagging and I didn't want to lag. Alright, ooh, I should probably eat my apple jelly sandwich. Yeah, I got it. Alright, so we got those going. And it's not filling up because it's facing the wrong way. How do you switch its which way it's controlled or going? Maybe like let's just do it like this. There we go. Now it's filling up with water, and now that we've got over 1,000 water, it'll just slowly start creating ice and being put in there. Which we need 1,000 ice here. Or sorry, not 1,000, 100. If it were 1,000, I'd probably use the manual, or not manual, but automated way to bring it in. Nope, we're good. And now the next thing I want to do involves this, the Iron Shake Infuser. We are going to make ourselves some Flux-Infused tools. Oops. Flux. Okay, since we already have our pretty cool pickaxe and our pretty cool sword, we're just going to make an axe, a shovel, an axe, and a wrench. Which basically involves a bunch of electrum blend and obsidian rods. Obsidian rods, easy to make, just need pulverized obsidian and blaze powder. Oops. Okay, so we should probably figure out how many of each we need. We need 2, 4, 5 these. So that would be 10 pulverized obsidian. Oh god. I accidentally took a stack, oops. Oh, well, that's fine, I guess. We just have to just have a few in different chests. Alright, how much do you get per one? I think it's 4, so... yeah, we need 3 so that we can get enough. And then... oh, I also have been basically bringing down this dust so that we can get more redstone. Okay, so far this has been working out well. We got 28 now. And boom, we got all of our pulverized obsidian we need. Now let's quickly go back here and see what else we can get. Blaze powder, that's something we need. Oop. Right, we can make 5 of those. Alright, now we need to turn this into infused obsidian rods, which means we need flux crystals. In order to make this, we basically put, I think that's the equivalent of 2 redstone on a diamond in the fluid transposer, and then we get that. So, how many diamonds do we need? 10? Yeah, we need 10. Alright, well, that's a lot of redstone, but hopefully it'll be worth it, maybe? Possibly, I don't know. Let's just check. Alright, magma crucible, have these go down. Oh yeah, we've been making energy conduits too. Sweet, so we have more. Alright, well that's going. What else do we need for these? We need the electrum blend. Now for that we just need flux electrum blend and pyrotheum dust. So I'm not sure how much pyrotheum dust we need, but I'll just make pretty much as we can right now. Which, let's see here, sulfur, get that. We need pulverized coal. Pretty sure we need gunpowder, maybe? Ah, there we go. Oh, redstone and blaze powder, okay. That should be easy enough. Oop. And there we go. And alright, there we go. We got a bunch of pyrotheum dust, that's all we need there. Now we just need the flux electrum blend, which is just electrum blend and a bunch of destabilized redstone. So, we need a lot of redstone for this. That's fine, we have enough. We also need electrum, so let's grab 10 silver and 10 gold. How about that? Seems like a good number. I like that number. Okay, so wonder how our ice is doing. Also, there is more of a use to ice than just the quest, so we are going to keep this going for a while. Now let's just set that up. And let's see, come on. We almost got it. Oh yeah, it's so intense. And there it is. Boom. Infused obsidian rods. There we go. Now how many electrum blends do we need? 1, 4, 7. 7? 7, okay. So that means we need 7 of these. Oops. Alright, and we need 14 more redstone. I think. Oh, that's not the right amount. And how much redstone do we need? Oh wait, it's blend. Right, we need blend. Right, okay. That's good enough. While we do that, let's just quickly look in here. Yeah, we need double. Okay, so by the way, eventually we're going to do more with these Flux-Infused tools. Like, we're going to basically find a way to get infinite XP and then basically enchant them with really good enchants, but for now we're just going to leave them how they are. Okay, so what do... Alright, we're waiting for this to go. Okay. And boom. Now we're getting that. We're getting our... What's it called? I completely forgot. We're getting our Flux Electrum Blend by putting it in the fluid transposer and yada yada. We got it. Now if we move this into here, we will start getting the ingots. Wait for it. Wait for it. Alright, so it looks like it uses 1 pyrotheme dust and 2 dusts to make 2 ingots. Okay. That's pretty good. Which means we need to make 1 more. Great. Fine. We need gold and we need silver. Wait, no we don't. We just need to put 1 in here. But we need 2 more redstone, and that's upsetting. Wasting redstone. Meh. Alrighty then. And we're almost done, so then after this we can move on to the next thing we want to do. Which, very simply, is try and get a bunch of jetpacks, as you can see here by getting steel working in you, because, you know, I died and lost mine a while ago when I was throwing the stones and then a silverfish popped out and murdered me. Ah, sad moments. Sad moments. Either way, there we go. We now have our tools, which means we don't need this crescent hammer anymore. Let's just put it in there for safekeeping. Okay, so now we're just going to quickly charge this guy up, which it's really quickly charging up. That's awesome. And then we need the shovel, and then the axe. Okay, so now I'm pretty sure these have their own special abilities when you press V. At least the shovel and axe and everything except for the Omni Wrench, which also serves as shears. Alright, sweet. So if we ever need to shear something, boom, we got our wrench. Alright, so I'm pretty sure that when you empower them, it basically uses up power quickly, or more quickly, but it digs stuff a lot faster. And maybe it does more, I'm not entirely sure. By the way, yeah, that's how you make Flux-Infused tools. Okay, so now we're moving on to steelworking in you. At least for now we're just going to work on getting all the bricks we need and all the stuff we need for like the quest and such. First let me just empty out my inventory of crap. Obsidian will go in here. What else do we not need? We don't need these ingots. We don't need power. Okay, so it seems like that, well, we don't need this hatchet anymore, I guess. Put those away, actually. Actually, I'll put the hammer in here, just in case. Yeah. Okay, so now, next thing we need to do... Flux goo. I don't want to know what flux goo is. Okay, either way, now we're going to be working on steel-powered flight, so we need to make all these things: the high-ohm controller, scorched drain, scorched bricks, and duct. So we don't have an... I remember we got some from a quest, but we don't have enough, so pretty sure we can use seared bricks. to make some of this stuff. But either way, now we're just going to make everything we need here. We need the high oven controller. Check. The scorched drain, I'm pretty sure is the same as seared drain, whatever. Boom. And then the scorched duct. How do you make the duct? Scorched duct. Okay, basically sideways scorched bricks. Okay, so it looks like we're going to need to quickly automate this kind of thing. Or make, well, we need to make more bricks. Which, how do you make these? No, not the book, I need these. Can you use any kind of brick? Or do you need normal brick? I don't know. Either way, I'll be right back once I get all the stuff I need. Alright, here we go. I'm back for a quick second just to show you how I automated this. Basically making more of this scorched brick. Basically, I had a chest filled with cobblestone in here, had it output into here, which will end up melting it down into seared stone. The seared stone will then end up melting down and be drained out with this fluid duct into here, which will continuously have a brick added to it because there's a bunch of bricks in this chest, and I also have an item duct hooked up here, which then once it's done being turned into a scorched brick, it'll basically be pulled out by this hopper and then deposited into this chest. And that's basically how it works. So actually, I'm just going to work on everything I need to work on now. Just get everything done. And I'm pretty sure if you look at that, we have the entire thing done. Which we can either get graveyard soil or scorched brick, which we're going to choose scorched brick because it's the most useful. Okay, now that we got that done, let's just quickly put away everything we don't exactly need right now. I'm just going to leave this here just in case. Good enough. Alright, good reward break. What do we get? Steadfast drones. We're going to need to get into bee breeding soon, but I don't want to. So confusing. Okay, so now I'm pretty sure I need to basically create a platform for basically making what we need to make, which is, hold on, let's just show you this book. Which basically we need to make a working high oven basically. And basically all it is 3x3 of scorched brick, which I'm pretty sure you can make it bigger, but for now we'll just make as much as we'll just make 3x3. And then it shows how to make a bunch of random stuff here, blah blah blah. And then if you look over here, we need what's called, hold on, what is it called? Deep tank. So in order to make the deep tank, apparently all you need is basically just need a bunch of scorched brick, which just continuously add to it, and then basically goes like that, which, yeah, high oven and deep tank, which, so basically we're going to need to make this probably at the same time, or at least be able to move this eventually. And that's basically, I'm pretty sure that's how you would get steel, which we also need for the steel armor now. Up and away, let's zone jetpack. And then steam room, apparently. Ooh, fancy. I have no idea how to use the reactor stuff, but I don't really know if I want to. Yeah, so while this goes and while I make a platform, I will be right back. Alright, we're back. We have the platform going. We also have a bottom layer for the tank. By the way, right now we're just going to focus on building up our, oops, here it is, our high oven. So in order to get the high oven, all we really need is the 3x3 with, hold on, if you see here, bed of scorched bricks, continue laying brick in a similar fashion. Upward will leave center hollow, cap it off with one additional 3x3 layer. Stick bottom, while there are no vertical limits to the size of your high oven, it is pointless to build it beyond 8 blocks in height. We're just going to build the minimum 1 for now. Place a controller in the middle with any layer you desire. You may place drains anywhere within the structure. Okay. And it must have an active redstone lever. Okay. Okay, so it looks like in order to start we just need to do something like this. And then let's see here, we need the controller also. And then end off with a few more. Seems like we're going to definitely need more scorched brick, which we will make soon. Wait, what? Oh no! Crap. Okay, I can reach it. And it should maybe be working? Maybe. Scorched Drain. Maybe. Does it work now? How do you tell if it's working? Here we go. Controller must have an active red. Oh, okay, that makes sense. We need a lever, it looks like. So let's just quickly make one of those, and then we'll also run back and do all this crazy stuff. See, cobblestone and stick in here. Yeah. Alright. Okay, we have our lever now. Oh yeah, I also did get rid of this little platform that I was using to make moss stone because we don't really need it anymore. And boom. Okay, so it should be working now. I have no idea how this works. Fueled with okay, so maybe we need to add power to it now? Maybe we need to throw in charcoal, who knows? In that case, we should probably grab some wood down here. Boom, we go, 5 stacks. I also looked like we needed a smeltery drain. Hold on, let's see, what kind of scorched brick do we have? Scorch. Yeah, looks like we need a typical smeltery drain for this. Alright, so in order to make that, honestly, for now, we'll just use this. We'll make a new one when we need to. We also need a casting table, or another casting table, it looked like. If we go over to here, or a casting basin. I don't know, we'll just make more. We have plenty of seared brick. Let's see. Yeah, we have plenty. Alright, let's actually make... And it seems like I have to be right back. Alright, we are back. I decided to make this a little more taller than before, just because of the fact that, you know, apparently you can smelt down as many like slots there are at one time, and that was lag. Okay. Either way, you can basically just like smelt down as many open spaces on the inside you can, or that you have. So I decided to make it go up, so now I've got 4 open spaces. And so that's basically how that's gonna work. Okay, so it's almost time to wrap up the episode, but I just want to do one thing really quickly. I want to be able to make some steel. So it will show you how to make steel over here. So it looks like we need gunpowder, redstone, and sand. And also iron and charcoal. So I have been smelting down charcoal over here for a while. Also, I found out seared bricks give off a lot of seared stone. Yeah, it gives off a good amount, and basically I end up making a lot. Like a really big amount. Wait, we have 8 extra scorched bricks. We might as well make that grow one more, make it 5, I guess. Okay, so, and the charcoal's in here, yep. Let's just grab... Yeah, we'll just grab 7 blocks of charcoal for now, because I remember that these last a really long time. Okay, wait, so what else do we need again? We need gunpowder, redstone, and sand. We've got a lot of all of that. So, sand, I'm sure we have plenty in here. Alright, we'll take a stack of sand. We'll grab a stack of redstone, which I'm pretty sure I have in here. Yep. And then we'll take a stack of iron. There we go. And then we need a stack of gunpowder, which we will grab over here because, you know, we've been collecting that stuff. And now we've got 8 ender pearls, so it has kind of been working. I'm assuming that basically I have to be close enough for it to work, so that's kind of why I built the, I can't remember what's this called, the scorched brick oven thing. Wait, high oven, I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's high oven. Okay, so first let's just quickly dig our way up. Make sure we gotta get all the way up here. Alright, break that block, and then all we have to do is just add another layer. There we go, now we should have 5, yep. Okay, so if we put, hold on, it goes gunpowder, redstone, sand. Redstone, gunpowder, sand. And then we put the blocks of charcoal in, which will increase the heat, and then basically apparently we just put all the steel in, which I think we need to, or wait, no, it'll become molten steel in here. Okay, that's fine. So it seems like it's kind of taking a little while. Also, something I didn't know about this, which makes me want to have done this earlier game. Apparently it triples your ingot output per ore, so you actually get 3 ingots per ore you put in here. And that's pretty cool, but I have to end it right now, actually, sorry. So, thanks for watching, be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye. Hey, just kidding, it's not the end. Alright, so, basically, sorry about that, I pretty much had to go do stuff then, and I was kind of rushed to end it. But you know, now that I've got time now, I said, I'll actually finish it by actually showing off the steel and stuff like that. So, it looks like it's almost done. Oh man, we're so close. Is there any sort of quest that we need, or that we can do right now? Deep tank stuff, we can do the armor eventually. Steam room, blah blah blah, okay. Either way, oh man, we're almost there. Oh, oh god. There we go. And now here we go, we got 5 molten steel ingots. So that's basically how that works. I need to make more ingot casts actually. Need to make more of those so I can actually drain out the steel. If just in case I need to I don't know, I'm trying to say words. I'm saying words, okay. I need to do I have an extra ingot cast? No I don't, I've just got the 1. Okay, also I need to move this. Get this back to where it's supposed to go. Whoop, there we go. Now we just pick this up and then, let me see. Just gonna undo all this stuff because we don't really need it. Do we have any mold? No, we don't have any aluminum brass. Okay, I'm just gonna do that off camera. But for now, here's the actual ending. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, favorite, and subscribe for more. And I'll see you all next episode. Bye.